Blue Buzz Sports TV. I'm here with none other than Kenny Porter. What's going on, Kenny?
Everything's hot up in here, man.
Now, I know when I came in, you said you ain't one of those dudes that was talking S about me, man.
I didn't know who you was. I had to check you at the door, and I said, lock him up. When he come in, lock the goddamn door behind his ass.
Right. Now there was been a lot of controversy going on with the situation when you did an interview a couple of weeks ago or something like that.
There's not no
and
controversy. Those guys live on that kind of shit. I don't look at their videos. They think I do. No, I don't have to look at you. If I go to look at your video, some of their stuff may be in the timeline, and I'll read what I'm looking for and choose what I'm going to look. But I'm not looking at any of the videos. Obviously, you know, they need us to talk about. We don't need to talk about them. That's not something I'm concerned with at all. That means nothing to me. And the conversation that goes back and forth between those guys and other people about somebody saying they're broke, anything like that. Come on, man. And then somebody saying something like, what did he say? What was the word this guy used?
Well, the thing was that
I was unconfident or some shit like that. I could care less about any of that, you know what I mean? And when people say things like, oh, we got money, if you got it, you should be confident in that. You shouldn't even talk about it. There's nothing to say. What was said was, if you want to see me, come there, buy the ticket, come down on the floor, come and say hello and see me. It has nothing to do with how much money you got or anything else. You know what I mean? It has absolutely everything to do with just like you knocked on my door today and you came up in here as a man and said, hey, I want to do an interview. I said, okay, well, who are you and who are you with?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, none of that means anything.
Now, a lot of people feel like that you control everything that Shawn don't have a say in everything.
Listen, that ain't got nothing to do with boxing. It has nothing to do with boxing. I made my son a millionaire. What did you do for your son? It got nothing to do with boxing. I made him a millionaire over and over again. What did you do for your son? It has nothing to do with boxing.
But I saw today firsthand, you know, a whole different, you know, the conception is that Kenny says this and Shawn does this. But I saw firsthand today a whole different insight from
Listen, man,
from behind the
I don't
scenes.
give a shit who you are. Any one of these boxers, if he has a trainer, he needs to listen to him.
Right.
Point blank and simple. If he has a manager that is managing his career and has been successful in managing his career, then he needs to listen to him. Okay? Guys that don't listen are not successful. When they stop listening, they're not going to be successful. I don't care who you are. When Muhammad Ali decided, oh, I don't want to run anymore, I'm going to do the rope-a-dope because I don't want to run anymore, then eventually that caused him his health. You know what I mean? If you're not willing to listen to somebody in life and anything that you do, and if you're lucky enough to have somebody in your life that's going to be there for you in your life, when this boxing thing's over, I've been with the kid all of his life. When it's over with, I'm going to still be with him. When it's over with, I'm still his father. You know what I'm saying? So none of that has anything to do with boxing. And for people to say silly, stupid things like that to begin with, like, come on, man. Do you have a son? Do you take care of your son? Then how can you criticize another man about taking care of his son? You can't do that. I would never criticize another man about taking care of his son because I know what that feels like.
Right.
Okay, so I did a single father thing. So if we never boxed before and we never had anything to do with any sports, I was there every day to raise him as a father.
Now, could you just address the situation with Errol Spence, where everybody feel like you guys don't want to fight with Errol Spence?
It has nothing to do with not having one with, I mean, are you really that, I'm asking you now, are you really that, or we should not fight for the WBC title, so we should fight Errol Spence? Come on, that doesn't make sense. We're not rated by the IBF. We should skip fighting for the IBF, for the WBC title to go fight for an IBF title, and we can't do it because we're not rated. I don't give a shit what you guys out there think. You can't fight for the title if you're not rated. I don't care how much money's on the table. You can't make the fight. Doesn't matter what you think people can do. You can't. Because if you were managing someone and I fought for the title, why wouldn't you sue me? Why wouldn't you sue the IBF? Of course you would. Because I just jumped over you to fight for a title and I wasn't rated.
You know, a lot of people was going off the fact that Shawn did an interview and he said that it's whoever wins the fight between Kell Brook and Errol Spence, he wants that fight absolutely next. And then after he did an interview saying that Errol wasn't on his radar.
Again, it doesn't matter. We wasn't rated. We're not rated. When we lost the IBF title, they dropped us out of the top 25. We were never rated again by the IBF. I don't give a shit about fighting for an IBF title. They should know that by now, okay? So therefore, you know, it means absolutely nothing to us. We're going to fight Errol Spence when the time comes to fight Errol Spence, and then shouldn't be any titles on the line. We're just going to fight because that's what we're going to do, okay? So, I mean, like, these things are being reiterated over and over again, but you know, this is how they operate. You know, they don't really understand that, and they don't want to understand it. They only want to talk about what they want to talk about. So, you know, fighting for the WBC title is what we're doing. Winning the WBC title is the only thing we care about. After that, we'll deal with what's next.
Okay. Now, you did an interview with Andrew Garcia, and you said that possibly this could be Shawn's last fight.
No, I didn't say that. How do people misconstrue that? You got to understand boxing. One punch can end someone's career. He might be able to fight 10 more fights, or he might not fight past this fight, or he might fight 2 more fights, or he might not fight past that. Boxing is a life and death sport. I never said Shawn was going to retire because of this fight. I said because of boxing and the seriousness of boxing and understanding boxing. It could end today. It could end next fight. It could end 2 fights down the line. It could go on for another 2 or 3 years. I don't want to see my kid fighting when he's 35, 36 years of age because he's still my son. That's more important to me than boxing.
Right. Thank you, Kenny.
Yes.